In this episode, we're summarizing the fourth episode from Season 5 of the Wire series titled Transitions. The episode first aired on January 27th, 2008. In the beginning, out in the Western District, Michael manages his corner with Spider, while Kennard is observed by Officer Colicchio and his partner from a patrol car. Later, Michael's mother signs him out of custody, asking for respect and money, which Michael refuses to give. As we catch up with the Davis detail, we see Lester Friedman studying the Stanfield investigation, and he learns from Sidnor that Senator Davis misused an $80,000 withdrawal to repay a loan, violating federal mortgage application laws. Freeman and Rhonda Perlman meet with State's Attorney Rupert Bond, who hesitates to pursue the federal case, preferring local theft charges with a potential 40-year sentence instead. At the courthouse, Perlman presents evidence to the grand jury of Davis funneling developer payments through charities to his personal accounts. Davis, shaken, invokes his right to silence. Outside, reporters swarm him, tipped off by Bond as a way of raising the case's profile, highlighting Davis's guilt. Later on in the political world, Cedric Daniels meets Commissioner Irving Burrell, who faces resignation due to a political scandal. Daniels declines a potential promotion, of course being loyal to Burrell, who remains silent himself. Mayor Tommy Carcetti, with advisors Norman Wilson, Michael Staintorf, Odell Watkins, and Nerese Campbell, navigates Burrell's exit, planning for Rawls as interim commissioner and Daniels as permanent commissioner. Campbell demands concessions for ministers, frustrating Carcetti, who also considers approving the McCullough home's demolition for political gain. Campbell informs Burrell of Daniels' promotion path and offers him a transitional job to ensure a quiet exit, revealing Daniels' past of skimming drug money. Burrell threatens to expose Daniels, but Campbell warns that this would elevate Rawls against their allies' interests. At the press conference, Burrell complies, and Daniels, now in his new office, receives a misdirected call for Rawls, which signals his ascent to power. Back at the Baltimore Sun, reporter Scott Templeton prepares for a Washington Post interview discussing his work with Alma Gutierrez, who is excited about Burrell's rumored firing. Veteran reporter Roger Twigg, on his last day, confirms the rumor with a police source. At the interview, Templeton's ornate prose is criticized, and he is told to reapply later. Back at the Sun, the team struggles to confirm Burrell's exit, with Jeff Price and Bill Zorzi providing leads. During the press conference, editor Gus Haynes critiques the loss of sources like Twigg due to cutbacks, clashing with managing editor Thomas Klubenow over newsroom decorum. The team misses the Davis hearing story, televised as a perp walk orchestrated by Bond. Haynes assigns Templeton to follow up, lamenting the declining influence of newspapers. As we catch up with the Homicide unit, McNulty investigates homeless deaths at the medical examiner's office, and he identifies the Southern District as a hotspot. He and Freeman seek a contact there, eventually finding Oscar, who agrees to notify them of any homeless deaths. At the station, Jay Landsman dismisses Bunk's reports on vacant murders, while McNulty continues to fake evidence of the serial killer, frustrating Bunk more and more. Kima Greggs observes a withdrawn child from a home invasion case and reconnects with her son Elijah as a result, but she notices she is also struggling to engage him as well. McNulty and Freeman stage another fake strangulation, discarding drug paraphernalia to mask an overdose. At home, Beatty Russell confronts McNulty about his drinking and late nights, warning him about his self-destructive behavior. McNulty continues his scheme, with Freeman justifying their elaborate cover to avoid detection. Later on, We see Prop Joe arranging funeral flowers for Butchie, who was killed as a way of luring Omar Little back to Baltimore. Slim Charles suspects Marlo Stanfield's involvement, and Joe suspects his nephew Cheese betrayed Butchie. Joe plans to go into hiding, and he tasks Slim with watching over Cheese. Marlo meets with Spiros, offering clean money to join their organization, the Greeks. They accept his proposal as an insurance policy against future losses, despite their loyalty to Prop Joe. At a co-op meeting, tensions rise as Cheese disrespects Hungry Man over territory. Cheese's people have been selling drugs in the areas determined to be Hungry Man's. Cheese is upset, but he is asked to stop dealing in Hungry Man's territory nonetheless. Stanfield grows impatient and motions to push forward with business, and he later kidnaps Hungry Man and sends him to Cheese as a way of securing Cheese's loyalty against Prop Joe. Prop Joe then introduces Stanfield to attorney Maurice Levi, and Herc recognizes Marlo. In another scene, Omar Little visits Butchie's wounded bodyguard, and Omar learns Chris and Snoop were the ones who killed Butchie. Vowing vengeance, Omar teams up with Butchie's friend. Omar goes to confront Slim Charles, who denies Joe's involvement in Butchie's death, and Omar ends up sparing Slim and allows him to walk away alive without shooting him. Omar watches over the Marlo crew, and he targets Marlo's Lieutenant Monk, planning to draw Stanfield out by attacking his members, just like he did to Omar by taking out Butchie. Later, Marlo corners Joe at his hideout, finally confirming that Cheese has betrayed Prop Joe in exchange for more drug territory. Despite Joe's pleas, offers, and propositions to save his own life, Stanfield orders Parlo to take him out, and now his position with the Greeks has been solidified. That was episode number 54, titled Transitions. To watch the next or previous episode summary, click on the link in the description or at the end of this video. If you made it to the end of this video, remember I am summarizing this entire series as well as other popular works of culture like literature, movies, and TV shows. I have the playlists of our summaries in the description. Also, if you found the video to be valuable, share it with a friend and click like so that YouTube can recommend it to other viewers like you. The best way to support the channel is by becoming a Patreon supporter or by buying us a coffee. You will find those links in the description as well. Doing this helps the channel out tremendously. I thank you for your support.